I think we can all take Facebook at face value. They made a clerical error in the way that they accounted for view rate. The error does not impact billing or trading, as we say in the business. It does impact our perception of experience quality. Facebook has always enjoyed what appeared to be a very high view rate in comparison to other platforms. That's no longer true. What happened is the way that they were calculating it, they were using the wrong number. The net effect is actually a 200 to 300% overstatement of the view rate. And I think moving forward from a planning perspective, we need to just be more conscious of what those numbers are. And I think that gets to a larger issue, and it's an issue that the industry is really talking about, which is full data transparency across all platforms. We have 4 walled gardens today that represent the bulk of advertising activity in digital. 2 of them, Facebook and Google, account for 64% of total digital investments globally, and they're growing at a 78% clip. So we need to figure out how to make sure that everybody's providing the same data, not just the analytics piece, which is where the Facebook problem was, but also for the orchestration piece, because as you know, we're all moving towards this more personalized, experience-oriented model. I like to call it CRM light in the digital space. And in order to do that, I need all the signal. I need to understand what your likes, your preferences, your interests are, so I can orchestrate better experiences. Today I can't, because these 4 walled gardens are not sharing that data. And what we saw last week with Facebook is symptomatic of this larger problem. We need a common currency. Everyone needs to agree that the metrics that we use to count a video view, to understand the data coming back are the same, and we can't have idiosyncrasies on different platforms, because ultimately marketers will lose relevance.
So what about auditing or numbers and accountability? Where does that have to go, and who's going to do that?
Well, I think that a lot of that really needs to come from the MRC. George Ivey and his organization are the folks that we look to and say, what is a view? What constitutes a particular kind of interaction? And I think the MRC does a really good job and is highly respected. I think, though, we need to move those standards, because there's a fundamental tension between 2 things: opportunity to view and opportunity to perceive. And we haven't taken those 2 things and gotten them aligned. So opportunity to view just means, did a human being actually have the capacity to see this in a nanosecond? That's an important diagnostic number, but it's not really an important planning number. What's a really important planning number is opportunity to perceive. Your brain needs 3 or 4 seconds, 5 seconds perhaps, to really understand this is the message that's in front of me, and I do or I don't want to interact with it. And so we need to get to this latter metric to really orchestrate experiences at scale. Now, if you're a brand like Anheuser-Busch that has a very prominent jingle, if you have a personality that represents your brand, that opportunity to perceive is a little bit shorter, because the iconography works to your advantage. But generally speaking, we need to get to a metric that's 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, so people have an opportunity to perceive the message and then respond to it. And that's what we need to trade against, not something shorter than that.